Sail away, sail away, sail away. Dun-dun. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Doo-doo. Miss Alice and the dog were chilling in the house. Gonna put the can up on the microphone now. The crack with the dog and it's pretty fucking chill. David Weld, David Weld, David Weld. David Well, Danny O'Neill. How's the boys? How's the boys? How's the boys? Fionn Dalton, you're very welcome to the show. We've got 7 people and we got a thumbs up on the go. Well, now it's Shawnee, no Sean Dennis. What's the crack? The man is grand. Sure, I'm sitting here talking to you and he riding asks Sheen. 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 And he crack boys. And he cracking rack, no. Jerry fucking Saddam Hussein fucking gone on the skids, man. Hawkins Brood, very welcome to the show. Wanna give a shout out to Rob McMahon for giving me a generous little touch on the PayPal. Yeah, a bit fucking pissed off today, to be honest. I just realised that all the generous super chats I've been getting, Google's been pocketing like half of it. So in terms of donations, I'm going to request PayPal instead, man, because I'm saving up on PayPal to get a good rig. So I've been looking at computers. So if we've got any tech wizards in the house who know a bit about the old computers, let me know what the crack is. Again, like Mac, I've been a Mac man for over a decade. Shawnee Thornton knows the crack. What's the pay? Lenny Dormer, man. I'll stick it up in the link anyway, just so people know the crack. I think it should be in my page, but I was a bit disappointed when I got I was like, finally a few quid from the fruits of me toil. And Google's taken there's a lot of heavy hitters there who dropped in some very generous, big or small, doesn't matter. It's all cumulative, and it's all very well appreciated. Just fucking. So Google, what really pisses me off about them lately is the fact that anytime you're watching a video now on YouTube, it's like 2 ads. And then if it's a 10-minute video, you're watching 2 ads. And some of them are the non-skippable ones that really fucking get on me tits. And then halfway through, another one, and then another one, another 2 at the end. And it's just like, what's going on, Google, man? You're really taking the piss. Not to mention interfering in democratic processes. Was watching Trump's rally there. Why is it always old cunts running? He's finished with YMCA. It's a beautiful song. I actually love that song by the young gentleman who went to the YMCA when I was a young guy myself. I used to hang out with the boys, the YMCA, got a bad rep in the 70s. There was a lot of gay sex there, whatever. I didn't partake in it myself. Some of my best friends in the world are gay people. I'm one of the least homophobic people in the room. How's Shady Ganley these days? Asked Killian Wallace. Fucking penny straight up and down, man. He's fucking stuck on the lockdown and fucking locked and key all up on that fucking place, man. Another lonely night on the Smithwick's. Any buzzing? Hey, at least you can get drink. There's some people who are saying that they were going to stop the drink. Stop the drink and let me off. I wonder if the light is on. The light looks a bit different. I might do this. That's a bit more. Whoa! It was looking a bit solemn there. There we go. Hold on. There we go, boys. How's that? Brighter, huh? Any buzzing? I'm drinking other shit, man. What are you drinking there, Joseph? Elaborate. My brothers aren't into politics, but they wanted to turn off the new Borat film after 20 minutes. Do you know, it's a bit disappointing with Sacha Baron Cohen because he used to be a real hero of mine growing up. He's just like anyone else on the Hollywood train. Like I heard Chris Pratt was getting an awful lot of, I read it on Twitter. There's loads of people talking shite about Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, right, seems like a nice, sound dude. And if Chris Pratt has his own personal religious beliefs, that's fucking up to him. But someone was slagging off Mel Gibson and said Mel Gibson's pure garbage. And I said, well, man, the guy's a phenomenal actor and director. And he was like, he also beats women. He's a racist and an anti-Semite. And I was like, I'm not even going to fucking touch this. And it was just like, oh yeah, I just went, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Wrote that. And then loads of people said, I was looking at all these people who were chiming in. He, him, there, she, her. All this fucking, where did this pronoun bollocks come from? Do you know what I mean? It's like, whenever you see that in the Twitter profile and, you know, just like, oh God. Irish Twitter is exceptionally toxic, man. It's all full of self-righteous, grandstanding arseholes. You know, it's like there seems to be a new Oisin fucking Reid knows the crack. That man's an Armagh man. And there would be no time for fucking soft cunts up there. Occam's Bruce. I was heavily involved in the atheist movement back in the day. This shite gets on my nerves. Yeah, it's even the atheist movement in itself has become a religion. It's the religion of nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's like apparently my mate Danny Riley from Longford, his ex-girlfriend Geraldine used to go to these sermons on a Sunday to tell people that there was no God. Dara Payton, is that Dara Payton? Fucking Dara, man. He knows what I'm talking about. Twitter is horrible, says Phil McCracken. Oh, it's awful. I might just go through Twitter and read out some Let's Chat UFC 254. I didn't see it, but I said Khabib would win, and he did win. So I was right. And he's retiring on a 30 clean streak. He's done a fucking Floyd Mayweather, what a man. I want to see him fighting Conor McGregor again. I mean, like, Conor McGregor was on the fucking chang like a mad cunt. And I heard a taxi driver told me once in Dublin, he goes, oh, I fucking picked up Migos from a studio. And they go, your boy Conor is up there and he's after puking all over the place. And sure, that was only 6 weeks before the fight. I'd like to see Conor back in fucking solid shape. Nice training camp. No distractions. Just Rocky IV, Drago style, running up fucking mountains going, Khabib! And then we'll see something. You know what I mean? I think that has to be a rematch. Or Conor and Masvidal. That'd be great. But I would love to see McGregor fighting against Khabib again. That would be a great. Remember, stay safe, go home, all that. You know, stay away, keep the flat in the curve and all. Let's see what some of your liberal Panzer Shrek says. Any buzzing. Fionn Dalton, if they have pronouns in the profile, don't fucking argue. There's no point. I've learned from experience. There literally is. They're kind of like. There's no. It doesn't matter what angle. If you try to. A lot of the insults that I would say to people, you're not allowed to say online anymore. You know, like there's a lot of words you'd love to use, but it's like I'm thinking about just starting a fucking troll page just to come at people mad hard. Conor is a hell of a businessman. He knows how to get paid. Man, I wish I had half his fucking business acumen. Paulie G, evening gents. Conor versus the old lad in a pub. What do you think of McGregor's financial stability? I'd say he's all right, man. He seems to be, you know, he's grand. Jade Elvis is joining us as well. Rachel Coyne, good to see you. Any chance of a new podcast soon? Yeah, there is. I must do it, but I've been kind of just sticking to doing the live streams, really, because the thing is with the podcast, I'm just sick of trying to, you know, emailing people and not hearing back, and it's just my time is as good as theirs, and my time is very, like, last night I was going to do a live stream, but I ended up falling asleep by putting the kids to bed. And then tonight I watched Avengers Assemble with the kids and bought them a load of candy from the sweets, because over here in Sweden you have Lördags Goodies, which is Saturday Sweeties. G. Lee. Hi, Martin from Jared and Linda from Cork. We were only watching Hardy Books last Sunday on Netflix. All the best, pal. Oh, you're very welcome to the Jared and Linda. You're very, very welcome. Mikey Dormer says, Khabib won me a few quid tonight. It was a good stream. Fuck you, I should have put a few quid on. I'm thinking about putting a few quid on Trump to win, because Biden has better odds. But I think that is because they know that they know that Trump's going to win by a landslide. So to offset their losings, they just put better odds on the. If it was a 2-horse race, for example, they would basically put the odds in their favor. House always wins. Time of you spent is never time badly spent. You're right there, Twisted Hippie. They might do your head in at times, but they're lovely. Hit the Rogans up, as Sean Thornton would say. Please give a breakdown of your opinion on The Office, Scrubs, or both, asks Brian Mealy. Scrubs was I remember seeing it when I was still in Leaving Cert. It was on TV, and she'd watch anything that came on RTÉ back then. The first 2 series was great, but then, you know, anything that was always on my mate's gaff on Sky One every fucking night, reruns, Malcolm in the Middle, Scrubs, just got really tiresome after a while. And I think Scrubs, as Stateside would say, which you can see it in this Stateside Part 1. I went, what do you think of Scrubs? And he was like, I'm no Superman. That's the best bit. And what do you think of Scrubs Stateside? It doesn't do anything for me. You know, it fucking doesn't. It's a piece of wank. It doesn't do anything for it. It's not like South Park. Like South Park's like all the bad language and that. I like South Park. So to answer your question, Scrubs. Dr. Cox. Hey, newbie. Dr. Cox. Where's Kelso? Ooh, did you hear about the Nightman or the caretaker who got sodomized with his own nightstick? That was probably one of the funniest lines out of Scrubs. I just thought Scrubs was a bit fucking... It got a bit shit towards the end. But yeah, but as Paul G said, what was the blonde one's name again? Bambi. She was nice. Great physique. She was doing a body pump and a Pilates. Let me see. As Kevin E. Murphy would say, 40 viewer and not even 10 thumbs up. Fight the algorithm. We must do this. So please hit those plums right up. Honestly, Martin, it does not matter who wins the election. Both options are shit. I mean, like, you know, without going down this rabbit hole again, I think it's basically, I always use it as Aliens versus Predator. You'd rather the Predator because there's a bit more sentience about him. And in fairness to, as I find Donald Trump to be a hilarious character, man. I think he's funnier than most comedians you get on Comedy Central. You know, he's just... I seen a video the other day where he was saying, you know, go out and vote. You know, CNN, we're going to go out and vote. You don't get it, you dumb bastards. I was just, I was quite sick the other day, and I was in bed and I was putting shit on the phone to listen to, and it always comes on, man, by itself. Next video, Fox News live rally. And I was just listening to this voice that crept into my kind of half-conscious brain. It was just like, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, what's on the laptop? It's the laptop from hell. I mean, this guy at 47 years, what's he done? Whoa! What's he done? He's done nothing. The guy's a loser. He's a bum. He's washed out. And I was like, listening to it going, oh, what is this? What's going on? The world's fucked. But he's fucking hilarious, man. He's I mean, to call Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man, you know, he's just got these really funny quips and they stick. Do you know what I mean? The shit he comes out with is very memeable. Biden is less shit. I'll leave it at that, says Smashy Rashi. Look, one positive thing about Trump as well is he's not a career politician. Do you know what I mean? He came from, you know, he's a fucking tough talking, probably fairly greasy businessman from Queens, New York. And the thing about New York people don't have time for bullshit, man. They're too busy. So he's an embarrassment, man. His deal with Little Rocket Man fell apart. I mean, did it? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, there's who the fuck knows? I don't even think Little Rocket Man actually has nukes. Do you know what I mean? I did you see some of those rockets on the top of his when they had the parades going past? And I was looking at them going, what if they're just massive cardboard tubes painted to look like missiles? But whatever the case is, what a time to be alive. And as the Chinese proverb would say, may you live to see interesting times. And it was not quite it wasn't a slag off nor a no words of encouragement. It was just a very ambiguous thing. So we do see interesting times. I haven't seen Borat yet, but I just think Borat, why is everything fucking political these days? You know what I mean? I just want to see some funny shit. But Sacha Baron Cohen always did kind of have, there was always like agendas underneath it, but he was very funny as well. He was quite balanced in his earlier work. Why can't we have, what was it? Do you think it's right for kids to get caned in school? Well, I got caned in school. You got caned in school, man. It's wicked. Send Solid Snake over to deal with the nuclear weapons. It'd be grand, says Phil McCracken. Yeah, but make sure he doesn't smoke ciggies too much because his health will go down a quarter. To Morsh O'Keefe, have you a snooze up there? Sure do. You know well the crack, hey. You know well the crack. Morton, when am I going to get the fame? Asks Simon O'Toole. Oh, how am I? He's got nukes. China had to tell him to stop setting them since radiation was going back into China, which is karma. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, that whole part of the world, underneath, like we had Chairman Mao had the Great Leap Forward, which basically 70 million of his own people dead. I mean, I think the culture there, the governmental policies see the constituents or the citizens as expendable assets. What happened to you, Dutch? What happened to you, Dylan? Used to be some guy I could trust. As Dutch would say in Predator 1. If Biden wins with North Korea, Russia is highly likely. Syria is fucked. Let me read that again. If Biden wins war with North Korea, Russia is highly likely. Syria is fucked. I mean, Occam's Brute, thanks very much. Coin for Trump's impression for Google's cut. Yeah, Google are getting half of everything, man. So if anyone is thinking, I'm just going to put this up periodically to their PayPal because, and I will give you the shout out on PayPal as well. Borat is funny. Like I think one of Borat's funniest for me personally. Well, there's a couple of them, obviously. But the stuff in the 11 o'clock show, like I used to be fucking wrecked tired going to school because I'd stay up and watch the 11 o'clock show. But it was fucking well worth it, man. But the time when he's going to the canoe or the canoe racing, the rowing championships between Oxford and Cambridge. And he meets that old guy and he goes, "And what do you do?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm retired." You are a retard, like the Mongoloid. What other legendary things were my mother, she never loved me. Hold me tight. Do you still live in Sweden? Hey, just rewatch Hardy Books again. Stateside, yeah, still in Sweden. I don't know how's that. Can everyone just give like a little just type in where you're watching this from so we can get an idea of the demographics, because it seems a lot of you are living under LD, which is the lockdown zone. Watch David Dobrik's latest vlogs in Borat's in it. Hey, David Dobrik's. I might check that out. Your mum's house. Oh ho ho. Cork boy. Queens, New York. Joseph Sullivan. Westmeath. Kildare, unfortunately. East Midlands. What the East Midlands, mate? Meath, Offaly, New York City, Ireland, obviously. Obviously. Ballyhonus. Aha! New Mexico. Nice. Kurt, I like it. Kilkenny. It's a place I never got down to doing any comedy festivals. Not yet, but certainly won't be doing it for a while. Paul G in Devon. When I was 16, I went down with my mate Ben to a place called Sorkham, and I surfed on Lanaken Beach. And I remember going up and asking this girl in this nightclub called Fusion 2, because I don't know what happened to the first one. It probably got burnt down for insurance reasons. But what happened was I went up to this girl. I think her name was Janet. She was nice. She was tidy. I was about 16, saying I used to say I was older than I was. Got away with it. And I went, "Can I buy you a drink?" And she went, "Yeah, sure." And then so I bought her a drink, and then she goes, "Pay and then just fucked off. And I was like, I won't be buying her a drink again. So who else have we got? We got Vermont, nice. Rainy train, I'd say leaves will be turning golden brown there. No. Anytime I think of Vermont, I think of like ice cream and posh people. It seems like quite a nice place, Vermont. Up there in the mountains, man. Durham in England, says Jay Bowler. Liverpool, Neil Eccles. Right, mate. Fucking Liverpool, mate. They fucking got the gyms back, didn't they? You know what I mean? That's people power. Fuck that shit, mate. Fuck that fucking Chris Wissy and that fucking other Hancock wanker. We got Galway, man. Simon O'Toole, fucking Galway. Where are we now? We got Galway, man. Coventry, Tim Lehman, Shadow Moses, Alaska, Phil McCracken. Why, you're all the way up in Alaska? Well, I'll be all the way in Alaska. They bought it for $1 off Canada. Or was it Russia? Was it Russia or Canada? It was probably both. Wexford, man, Wexford. Lake District, fairly up there in the lakes. Christian Ronald by Shawnee Thornton. Ricky Gervais was brilliant on the 11 o'clock show. Great show, long before political correctness ruined comedy. I have to say, political correctness has completely fucking destroyed comedy. It's just so boring nowadays. You know what I mean? That's kind of why I don't do it anymore. I should do. Missouri, Jade Ellis. Oh, Missouri, boy. Oh, Missouri. Up there in the Midlands of the States. London, Johnny Caldwell. Formby, Simon Sword, mate, you like that, and Formby, lad. Rich O'Connell, Down Killarney. The hard streets of downtown Maynooth, says Shawnee Thornton. Kevin E. Murphy's in Cork. Who else we got here? Would you like to talk to Steve O'Timothy on the podcast? Yeah, I might give him a shout, actually. That's a good shout. Might see if he's up to doing a live stream, because I could do getting a few more subs on this bad boy if I'm turning into a proper job, that is. But I'm going to have to start doing more more scheduled live streams and theme them as well. I'll just talk about whatever's on the Twit machine. Any buzzing Ballyhonest by Smashy Rashy. PC hasn't ruined comedy. It just limited a lot of people. You still get some who don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of them and makes their jokes. You do to a certain point, but they usually tend to get kicked off YouTube and not allowed into anywhere to, because I think like it was like the great thing is about comedy is it diffuses awkward situations and then everyone has a laugh about it. You know, I think a lot of people in the old days used to break balls, and you know, if you watch Bernard Manning, he's very, you know, you watch him by today's standards, you're like, oh, but everyone got it. Do you know what I mean? And that was the, like, the amount of shit I've gotten over the years for being ginger, for being English in Ireland and Irish in England, and you know, and you just fucking get, you know, you have a thick skin and a good comeback, and it's all in good taste, you know. And you know, there's a difference between having a laugh about something and being a nasty prick. And if you're a nasty prick about it, then calm as a bitch, and you'll get your comeuppance. Play as an old tune, Marty, says Donald Cotter. I'll do a few tunes, no, if you don't know, don't worry about that. Moonlight on Vermont, boy. Sounds like a nice touch. Bar fight or street fight job? I'd prefer the street fight because there's too many variables in a pub. You don't know. As Uncle Mick said in real life, no, I tell you this, man, no, if you're going to fight, a corner is a man's best friend. So if you find yourself in a sketchy situation where you might end up in a rumble, if let's say you're in a McDonald's, I had an old friend of mine in Sweden called Simon, which is Swedish for Simon, believe it or not. He got into a scrap and there was about 5 lads coming after him, but he'd strategically placed himself between the tables. So each one, it was like 300, but with 5 on one. So every time someone kept coming through the tables, he was picking them off. Jab, jab, knock a move. You know what I mean, man? Also, yeah, so if you're in a street fight or a bar fight, you want to make sure that you get your back to a wall. So there's great credence. Uncle Mick told me an awful lot about fucking scrapping. If you're throwing a dig from the hip, not from the arm. Let me see. North Birmingham, Tomorshin O'Keefe, Occam's Brute. Let me see. I live in Durham, where there's a rowing team. I saw people pouring ashes over a bridge while the rowing team were practicing. Funniest thing I ever saw. Got a laugh out of me anyway. Occam's Brute. It's a bit like the end of Big Lebowski. Donnie was a keen surfer. Blank prospect up in Queens. Hey, yeah, I wanted to come over to do a gig in Queens. I was hoping to do like was hoping to do a bit of a tour around the States, and I could have. I mean, the idea was, now I've gotten to know you all better, I could be like, right, I'm going to do a gig in your town, no matter where you live in. Just put a gig on. You know, whether you're in a town of 3,000, play some music, have the crack, and hopefully when all this shit's done, I can get that sorted. Steve O'Timony, he's the Everton fan. I bet he's fucking happy enough now, because it seems Everton are doing pretty well. I haven't checked the old Premier League table. I will check that now, just see what the crack is. Everton, Liverpool have slid into 2 again, for fucks. They're playing, was it Sheffield Wednesday though? Playing earlier on. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Or Sheffield United, sorry. But let me see. Aston, fucking hell, Leeds are in 4th. I like that. So Everton, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Leeds, Crystal Palace. Wow. And Everton have a game in hand as well. Well, it's good for Merseyside to see the two top teams up at the top. Let me see. Crystal Palace, Chelsea 6, Leicester 7th, Arsenal at 8, Wolverhampton 9th, Tottenham 10th, West Ham 11, Man City 12, Southampton 13, Newcastle 14, Manchester United 15, Brighton, West Brom, Burnley, Sheffield, and Fulham. Looks like it's not going too well for Fulham, Sheffield United, or Burnley. They've only got 1 point each. It seems to me that the Premiership have a new team of writers in this season. It's quite interesting. Who else have we got? Let me see. Anyone ever missed out? Nottingham, Harold Shipman Country, says EJ. The old spooky doctor. Dara Payton. Dara's up in Dublin, man. You know, it's all right up in Dublin. You know, you go to House of Fraser there, go to Nando's if you're knocking about in the old Dundrum shopping centre. It's quite nice up there by the River Dodder. Northwest Ghost Adventures. Hello, Ghost Adventures. It'd be nice to hear some of your ghost adventures. That would be a nice touch. If anyone's seen any ghosts, we could tell a few ghost stories. Because it's nearly Halloween. Welcome to Sorkham. That's Sorkham in Devon. Bear, Mandahi. Okay, now we've established where everyone is from. Do you want to compare bank account numbers? Yes. Love your Irish accent. Thanks very much. It's a bit of a hybridized accent, Northwest Coast Avengers. Whereabouts are you from? Brian Mealy, can't beat the Eric and Andre show. No PC crack. Yeah, he's a funny fucking dude, man. Sound O'Toole, will you get Rammer on the pod? He's a gas fucker. Yeah, Reese, he's a good dude. He's living over there in Canada now, and he drives a motorbike around Vancouver. Yeah, he's pretty chilled. Bike him a ring. See if we can get him on the old WhatsApp chat for a bit of a chat. Let me see. Worldwide network of headers. Yeah, there is indeed a great crew. Evening from Liverpool. All right, Mark, Gennity Fitness. I hope you one of the lads in the gym, mate. I was attempting to do a 17k run there yesterday from the woman's house back to this house. And I made it 10.2 because I started running out of time, but I did it with a big backpack on. But I was absolutely wrecked afterwards. But I've put on a bit of weight over this lockdown shite, because every time I go to the local gym, it's closed. And I'm like, what am I paying you for? Sam Haid. Yellow Belly, any buzzing? You banned from Viper, lad. Anyone else banned from Viper's live stream? Great to meet you too, Northwest Ghost Adventures. Please do subscribe. It's good crack here. Occam's, where are you? Live in the town? And any of you guys live in the same area, meet up and form a community. One thing that I was saying would be great if we could do something on this live stream where maybe, depending on the whole lockdown shit with flying, that we do I'll do a gig here in Sweden and, rent out a venue and then just play some music, have the crack and just go on the pints. So if you guys are up for it, maybe I'll try and get that sorted. Let me see. Richard O'Connell says, can't say anything now these days without offending someone. It's like a competition to see who can be, as they say in Sweden, they call it cranked, where I'm so cranked. Let me see. I've gone down a bit. Paul Casey says, guaranteed Fungi's gone missing because he was off with the missus, high on a cocktail of Buckfast and cocaine. Woke up next day and he had gonorrhea and knew he'd be the laugh of the town. Should be the talk of the town, Paul. John Dalton. I'd like to think that eventually normal people will have enough of PC culture will die. I think basically what we're seeing is an inversion of 50s conservative culture. It's kind of like it's like a mirror opposite of what the 50s was like. It's equally as outraged, but the values are totally opposite. But it is equally as fucking up its own arse and self-righteous, and it's boring, man. It's like, I think people are going to look back at this generation in a few years and just be like, what the fuck was that all about, man? That's mental. Rumbling Interface, Galway. Is Uncle Mick your real uncle? He is indeed. Richard O'Connell, could you imagine if Dave Chappelle did the show these days with the skits? There'd be uproar. Well, there's uproar with him anyway. Apparently he made enemies with the trans community. And he goes, when he said, man, I got into trouble with the trans community. I know those motherfuckers are serious. Goes, I was gonna cut my dick off. Don't need it. So yeah, he's pushed the limit there on that. Bernard Manning was a legend. He made fun of the Irish, but it was funny as fuck. See, and people thought it was funny. It was like, I think he had a joke where he goes, a bunch of Irishmen on a minibus. They're playing sweepstakes. The driver won, which was in relation to they couldn't figure out who the winner was, so the bus driver ended up winning. Yeah, I watched the UFC, says Landomer. It was good. Shite fights, said Pork McGill. Leeds is going well these days, said Yellow Belly. Yeah, they are, fair play to them. I'm happy enough to see that. In an ideal situation for me, it'd be like Liverpool, Everton, then Leeds. That'd just be a nice touch. Let me see. Crystal Palace sounds like a shy Chinese restaurant when I hear the name in the States. Yeah. I want to come to the Crystal Palace and get the chili fried chicken. But ooh, I've a bit of that now myself. I've got one of these like cubes of red curry that they do in the supermarket here. She's defrosted. 2 minutes in the microwave, man. Handy little snack. There's not much snacking food here. I ended up making a pot of stew. It's kind of like I used a couple of piri Silesia sausages. Fancy Italian numbers, and had some ham that I diced and fried in the sausages to make it all crunchy. Lardon's job. And then pancetta. And then threw it into kind of a tomato sauce of potatoes, red cabbage, and nicely seasoned. An Ashton Touchner, as Tim would say. Only shit fight was over the Japanese guy. The rest was all right. There was an 18-second knockout. No. My man did the Ouija board, said Jonah Anderson. Have you the PS4 on my phone? Does that count as 2 views? It might well do, unless it goes from IP address. Politics and religion, everybody thinks they're right. It never changes. Kurt, that's a very, very valid point. TQ, he's in the mix. It has been a while. Jay Bowler, message retracted. Simon O'Toole, did you hear that Moy Cullen got done by the Rona? Where's Moy Cullen again? Yeah, sure. It's going to fucking happen all the time now. We're going into flu season, so everyone's going to be like, oh, it's imprinted into your mind. So the common cold and the flu, the first thing you think of is the dreaded corona. It was the 3 books who put me into the fight. It was one while I was having a piss. Typical. What, did you actually end up in a proper fight? Love cubes of curry. Joseph Reckenbach knows the crack. Yeah, I've got one in the fridge, man. Might just eat it online. When are you coming back to Castlebar, man? The bar is sad without you. I could do a time for no fucking spin around home base and next, man, go on to fucking Aldi and get one of those nice little lentil crisps. Why, aye, bro? We'll get down the boozer. Occam's Broad. Yeah, get up there if you're up the north. Martin and Liz Bonnen to host Ideal Homes exhibition in Bandon 2024. Man, I'd love a fucking gig like that. It'd be so random. I was watching Marvel Avengers Assemble with the kids today. I was watching it. I was like, fucking, I'd do this shit. No bother. Do you know what I mean? Like, just one big film, and that'd be me. But I'd be too outspoken, and probably there'd be cunts ringing up from the paper going, "Can you elaborate on your statement?" And I'd be like, "Fuck off, the lot of you. I owe you nothing, you cunts." And then you'd see them at press junkets, and they'd be like, "Smile the camera out by this." Cool, man. Have you ever seen Limmy Show? I have indeed. Did I ever tell you a story about Marty Pello? Moy Cullen's 10 miles down the road from Tubber quack, says Joseph Reichenbach. Fair fucks to you, Joseph. Yellow Belly Martin, surely been watching Spitting Image. It's actually class crack. I used to watch it back in the 80s, but I wouldn't mind watching it again. I might as well ring them up and say, can I write for you, show of fucking rubbery looking bastards? I never just go to the pub and have the crack. Can I never just go to the pub and have the crack? Yeah, pubs are still closed in Ireland, man. That is one of the most ironic twist of fates that ever happened to Ireland, that the country that's the backbone of its income, its GDP, other than fucking shell companies and inverted businesses and corporations, is pubs and hospitality, and that's gone down. Imagine all that beer just going to waste in kegs. But I'd say someone's drinking it. Would you be ashamed of the Irish government going lockdown for no reason at all? Well, you would know, in fairness. Liz Bonnin, great bit of stuff, says Simon O'Toole. Echo Island job. Have you ever watched Red Letter Media? No, I don't think I have. I haven't heard of it. Who would you have in your Expendables movie if you made one? Now that is a zinger of a question. Danny Dyer, Phil Mitchell, Steve McDonald from Coronation Street, Ian Beale, probably just like loads of Dane Bowers, Peter Andre, just be like a shit Expendables with like, you know, some, maybe get like Keith Duffy in the mix or something as well, or Brian Ormond, Stephen French. Oh yeah, I would get Frenchy. Yeah, did you get me? I'd get him into the mix. Herman Butternuts, are you going to do a collaboration with Frostbit Boy? Is he the lad from up north? I'd fucking tell him to, if you tell him to check out this, we'll talk over the chat here. Can I play a song? Well, I'll play a tune. Don't worry, man. I'm just having the crack with you. It's been a while. Red Letter Media kind of sucks. They like The Force Awakens. Yeah, I have to say, man, the new Star Wars since Attack of the Clones has been shit. I actually watched a bit of Return of the Jedi. I was putting some on for my son. I was like, yeah, I can have an excuse to sit down and watch a bit of the old. But then there was this, like, the scene I didn't remember in the original one where there's some shite talk, or they're playing this weird kind of like jazzy music, and it just looked like they'd stuck it in. You know, anything that Lucasfilm kind of put in to the original films. Well, the thing is, I don't really remember that, because when I was a kid, I used to watch Empire Strikes Back nearly every day on a VHS, but whoever was recording it missed out the first half hour. So it was at the bit just before they go to the pit of Sarlacc. And good night, Richie. You two look after yourself, mate. And yeah, they review shite movies from the 70s and 80s. Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking that out. There's the Critical Drinker. I was watching a video from him where he's talking about the remake of Independence Day, and he said it was one of the most utterly pointless movies I've ever watched. Plays a tune, lad. A lot of lads looking for tunes. Pub closed. 5 km travel limit, but borders wide open in Ireland. It's an absolute joke. That doesn't really make any sense, does it? So, like, you're allowed to fly in and out of Ireland, but you're not allowed to go to the pub. I just think just fucking get it over with, man. Shelter those who need sheltering. And if I think it should be optional. I think if people want to work at home, let them work at home. Let them. What they're doing in Sweden is that approach. You know, and if people want to wear masks, let them wear masks. If they don't want to wear masks, don't. But, like, you're only just going to fucking make people all paranoid and creating this kind of division among opinion. And I just think, let it be optional. Like, if people need to shelter in place, let them do it. You know, I think it should be up to the individual. I think the Swedes should they fucking social distance anyway. You want to see? There's pictures of a bus stop before all this shit happened, like 2 years ago. It's just like you'll be standing at a bus stop here in Sweden, and people are like a good 2 meters apart anyway. Funny old bastards. Rebel tunes, get them going. Does Danny Dyer believe in that mob up there? Sir Pat Whitmore, you are a very, very knowledgeable man. I want to know, you know, do you think that there's aliens out there? Well, yes, of course. I think the universe is ever expanding, and it's illogical for us to think any different. Sir Patswick, oh shit, fucking hell, Sir Patswick. So what do you think, Sir Patrick? Do you think there's a bunch of guys going around there with boards stuck to their feet, or do you reckon it's that mob up there? Fucking love Danny Dyer, man. I really love to get Danny Dyer on the podcast. Wouldn't it make sense to remake bad movies that have potentially good story instead of rehashing good ones? Donald Cotter, I've actually had the same opinion as well. Good films that had a good premise, but they were badly executed or had a shite budget. I remember watching a film a couple of years ago, man. It was fucking brutal, but had some things that stuck with me. It was called The Mutant Chronicles, and it had John Malkovich was in it, playing this leader who was a bit fucked up in the head. So it had a couple of big names, but man, it was piss. But there's basically some weird mutant fucking things. It was kind of like the premise is something that did stick in my mind because it said how everything would be basically. It was a bit of an Orwell ripoff, really, if you think about it, because it was saying that everything would be owned by 3 corporations, and one of them was called Bauhaus. And I always think of it when I go past Bauhaus, which is a kind of a fucking DIY hardware massive conglomerate, probably German here in Sweden. I'd love to see Danny Dyer fight Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy, you think you're a bit odd because you're from Luton. Oh, what are you saying, Danny? I've been a fan of you all along. Well, let's have a dust up on the cobbles, mate. Have you seen Being John Malkovich? I haven't actually. I know of it. I know of the film. Everton EPL winners 2020. EPL. Is that the Carabao Cup? Stupid question. EPL or the EPL League. Oh, so Premier League. What? Oh, the English. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, English Premier. You know what? Who knows? I'd be. As a Liverpool fan, there's that rivalry between them. But I'd actually. I mean, last week for me, I was like, I'll take the draw. But I think it would be nice. I wouldn't. Liverpool won last year, so I'm like, it's. If Liverpool were to lose to any team in the Premiership this season, I wouldn't mind it being Liverpool. Get Mo Teague on the pod, says EJ. Mo Teague. Yeah, Danny, just close your mouth for a second. Oh, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Slow down. Slow down, man. You just need to knock me fucking spark out. Mo Teague, it's on Danny Dyer's Deadliest Men. I'm here to see Mo Teague, who's an ex-SAS officer, who's also proud of his Irish roots. Mo Teague. Mo, what happens if you need to take a shit out in the woods? Oh, that's a bit clinical there for you, Danny. Whoa, fuck. Mate, my God, what? You want me to go for shit in there? Nah, mate. Oh, I can't do it. Mo, I've got to keep it in, mate. Bo Selector, Dr. David. Bo Selector. Craig David, can I get a rewind? Get Danny Dyer on as a guest with David Icke, the trifecta shooting the shit. Could you imagine that for a podcast, man? That would be just be glorious. It'd be like that song by Andreas, what's his name, the Swedish lad. Making me glorious. Simon O'Toole chimes in with Rothwheelers. Scrack in Iraq, Sham. New NY Yorks. Might join yourself and the Morans for a few cans in Schwinford. Ha ha. The Morans know well the crack. Festival vibes. Hold it in for 3 days. Fucking Inley retention job. Rothwheelers. I might just open up the old Discord for a bit of chat. Kyle Nolan. Oh, you fucking Kyle. Eddie Craig. If any of you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Thank you very much. And also give the thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm with Gazoogle. The Morans are after you. We'll do a bit of fucking playing, will we? We'll do a bit of playing, will we? Fuck, I used to play a block. Been a while since there's that. The old Spinal Tap. Danny the Dunsman and Drake on Cancer Dragon Snoop would be decent. Play some dirty blues. Steven Seagal, Alabama shit. Steven Seagal. Soldiers, Mojo Priest. Roll down Steven Seagal, man. Oh, my buddy's rock, man. Down the blues. Blind Willie McTell. Old Johnny Luca, man. Mojo Priest with Steven Seagal. Old Tommy Lee was at the end of Under Siege. On deadly ground with Mojo Priest. You see Dr. Cox from Scrubs get his head put into the back of a rollerblade in on deadly ground. Steven Seagal. Oh, Steven Seagal. He was a Mojo Priest. Actually, if I'm going to do Steven Seagal, all he does is just play with his thumb. Oh, down Steven Seagal, hanging out with the brothers down the swamp. Tell me now, I'm using the thumbs of Kevin Murphy. Only got my thumb. Like I was in level 42, slapping the plane. Air Force One. The director made sure I died in the beginning. I didn't see that one come till I read the script. I know you've deceived me, now here's a surprise. I know that you have, 'cause there's magic in my eyes. I can see from miles out. No, don't know the chorus, that bit of The Who. Try a bit of Billy Strings, Turmoil and Tinfoil. How about a bit of the old Limp Bizkit? It's not really, it's The Who. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be a sad man. Freddie Durst. No one knows what it's like to wear this baseball cap back to front in a new metal band. But my dreams, they are as empty as my fortune seems to be. I was only lonely. My love is vengeance. There's never free. Don't break the banjo string. No one bites back as hard on my anger. Not my pain, oh, can't show through. No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings, but I do. I blame you, but my dreams, they are as empty as my conscience seems to be. I was only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. Swallow anything evil, put your fingers down my throat, and if I smile, please give me some bad news before I act and act like a fool. If I shave up, I can't remember the words, sorry, I was going so well. Emily G. I'd like to see them, the evidence for that. In your hands, feel the rhythm while you can, spoon man. Speed the rhythm all alone, speed the rhythm with your soul. Easy good, easy good. Zapping easy good, easy good, easy good. Zapping easy good. Naughty, naughty, very, very naughty. Easy good, easy good. Who's this fucking dickhead, Emily G? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she's on about, man. I don't know for a fact I haven't written any filth to anyone, so you can go and fuck off, you daft cunt. Do you know what? You know what really pisses me off about that kind of smearing? That you'll take someone and just write that kind of bollocks and tarnish someone's name. I'd like to see the fucking proof of that. Outrageous. And I don't use those words lightly, but that's complete fucking slander, that is. And you can understand how people probably someone behind a fake account. It's just fishing for controversy. Probably Bill and Melinda. A 39-year-old stone geezer. Yeah, you know, like, talk about fucking taking the tone of it down. Interesting to see who that is in real life. Such inappropriate shit to be writing. Martin, would you give a shout out to my buddy Spongy and the pub he works, the Grail of Ales? Oh, you Spongy and the Grail of Ales, the holiest grail of them all. Drinking bevies with the boys seems such a long, long time ago. Spongy's the right man, gives you pints of scrumpy. Spongy, won't you come to me in this hour of need? I need a bevy. Big G at the Black Bull, where they do the pints on the old-fashioned pumps. To Marshall Keith, thank you for the live chat. Google's gonna take half of that shit. Fucking Google, why do you take all my money? You know I'm trying to be frugal, but can't you see? Your own motto is, don't be evil, but why the fuck would you say that if you're a search engine? That was the tune there for the boys. Tuesday's gone. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Owen Higgins is in the cot. Shout out to Niall Tohuk there, Martin. Oh, he shouted out. Did you see Joe Rogan's and Kanye West podcast? Very interesting. He reminded me a bit of Eddie Bravo, a bit pure genius. Actually, quite fond of Kanye West these days. It's nice to... I just thought he was a bit of a pub talker who had Kruger Dunning going on in a big way. Johnny Thunders. Pearl Jam. Bit of Pearl Jam, you see. Pinch harmonics. Pearl Jam. I'll do this. Sheets of empty canvas on top sheets of clay. Her legs spread out before me as her body was dead. Oh, 5 horizons revolved around, so like the earth to the sun. Now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. She gave me one that she wore. I told her was everything, and in my bitter sad little broken glass of what was everything. I take a walk outside. I'm surrounded by some kids who play. I can hear them laughing. So what can I say? Oh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning, I'm spinning how quick the sun can drop away. My feet is sad, old man washed in black, tattoos everything, turn my world to black. All that I am, all that I be. Yeah. Well, I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky. Why can't it be mine? Here we go, we got more actual, what's this? You sent that girl pictures of your, do you know what, it's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. Yeah, you know what, that's beautiful. You can't get me on that kind of shit because I'm not a fucking creep. So go fuck yourself, whoever you fucking trolls are. That's one thing I know for fucking fact, because I'm not a creep. I certainly wouldn't be fucking daft enough to send pictures of me flute as well. But they got what they wanted, they got the reaction, but they had to be told. I know these fuckers are a waste of time. I know they got no fucking brain, 'cause they can kiss my fucking ginger ass, Let them troll. Let them troll. Who do you think you are? Fucking Melissa Alano or Alyssa Milano? Yeah. Lovely, man. I welcome your fucking bullshit, man. Sock account. Bit of Alice in Chains. Down in the hole, man. This will be a really lively one now. Galway days. Bury me softly in this wound. I'll give this part of me for you. Sand rains down and here I sit, holding red flowers in a tomb. Down in a hole that I don't know if I can be saved. Seeing my heart, I decorated like a grave. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. Look at me now, I'm a man who won't let himself be. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. Down in a hole and they put all the stones in the place. I've been in the sun, so my tongue has been burned of the taste. I have been guilty of kicking myself in the teeth. I speak no more of my feelings beneath. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. A bit depressing, that one. A bit depressing. Well, we got Nessa in the mix as well. Who the fuck are these nutters like? I love the way they got onto my stream. Isn't it awful well you fucking found out about it? Yeah, interesting. I want to play more of I'll have to play more of a upbeat one. Yeah, they're like whack-a-moles, man. They just keep... oh, look at this. This is brilliant, man. Yeah, keep sending you shit, man. It's actually a good thing. It's been quite nice that we've had quite a nice time before these little fuckers came along. They can suck my fucking balls. They can kiss my ass. 'Cause these fucking assholes, they think I give a shit. But a bombing is what they need. A bombing's what they need. From Jedward. You need to get bummed by Jedward. That's all you're fucking good for. I'm sure those lads would do the job. Punishments should be doled out, says Jade. The twins would do a job on them. Here's a more upbeat one for you. Talk about things that nobody cares. You're wearing out things that nobody wears. They're calling my name, but I gotta make clear. I can't say, baby, where I'll be in a year. It's a sweetheart mama with a face like a chance. Said my get up and gone, must have got up and went. Well, I got good news, she's a real good liar. 'Cause the backstage boogie set your pants on fire. Well, I pulled into town in a police car. But your daddy said took it just a little too far. If you're telling me things that your girlfriend lied, did you catch my me but the rabbit done died? Yes, it did. Standing on stage, just shaking your ass. I take you backstage and you're drinking from a glass. If you're telling me things I can sure understand. 'Cause a month on the road, I've been eating from your hand. bit of Aerosmith there. Oh, look at this. We got some messages by YouTube. God, these people are fucking dicks, man. It's fucking mad. Like you have a stream where you're just chilling out and talking to people and they get knobheads like this. I should have just ignored them from the get-go. Well, I won't be fucking talking to you cunts anymore. Hope you get the fucking COVID. Any more requests? Reported me for child, but what the fuck? Who are these cunts, man? K-pop stans. That's seriously fucking sick shit, man. Absolute pricks. Anyway, you're reporting these to Google. Like they're going to do anything about it. Fine Gael heads. You're going to get dead hedgehogs on the podcast. The dead hedgehogs, which are now basically 3 books left, minus salmon. The fakeness of that YouTube, like these must be a professional fucking outfit. These, hold on, let me have a little look. I have to say, I'm quite privileged to get trolled because it's not something that has ever happened to me before. Couldn't fucking sound. But you always get a couple of fucking dicks. Player haters. Biden's laptop matters. Lamb of God's a bit hard for the old acoustic. Come on, sir. If not a little Neil Diamond. Bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Neil Young, yeah. Heart of Gold, maybe. Neil Young, hold on. There's a band would be nice as well, actually. keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. It's been in my mind, it's such a fine line, keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. That keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. A bit of Neil Young for you there, Hattie. Edgar's Playdate. That's getting really weird now, isn't it? Don't know, man. These are all kind of spam fucking accounts. Must be a way of getting rid of these knobheads. Talk about ruining the crack. It's probably the same person doing it all, but you know, go fuck yourself, man. Whoever you are, I'll fucking bum you, pricks. Johnny Cash request. All comes Bruce. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. Fuck it, I'll do the old. I hear a train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend. Well, I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, and I hear that train rolling down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mother told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Ba 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 da ba, ba da ba 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 da, ba da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da. Well, I bet these rich folks sitting on their fancy dining cars, they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. And those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if you freed me from this prison hell, that railroad was mine, I'd probably move it farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. No, but Johnny Cash for you, the Men in Black. Thanks very much for the super chat there, Occam's Brute. God, look at these cunts, man. How many spam accounts do you get? So, Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson. Yeah, maybe. Singing a man, singing a song. Irishman singing, written by a guy from Arkansas about a prison in California. Nice. Never knew that. Johnny Cash was from Arkansas. Green Day, Time Your Life. Fucking Green Day, boy. Under the Bridge by Chili Peppers. I could try that one. It's the intro that's a bit tricky. Any Oasis. I could do a bit of Oasis. From Dyess, Arkansas, my home state. Oh, Arkansas. Couple of wrong'uns from down there who were in the White House. Bit of Oasis. Yeah, we could do a bit of that. A bit of my own tunes as well. It's funny because I have 207 accounts. Now, hey, don't stop, man. It's good for the algorithm. You keep posting. 207 accounts. Who's got that much time to be wanking all day? Bit of Oasis. Let me see. See what kind of Oasis tunes we'll do here. Bit of Wonderwall. Actually, do you know what? I might just do Don't Look Back in Anger. Play some Skinhead. Some Skinhead will come up.
Sleep inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you'd never be on the things that you see starting to fade away. So I'll start a revolution from my bed. But you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, sometimes in the room. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't ever gonna blow my heart out. Sounds like a way. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. Now soul slides away. I'm going back in anger. I heard you say. Take me to the place where you go, where nobody knows. If it's not up there, please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. Throw it all away. So I'll start a revolution from my bed. 'Cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't ever gonna blow my heart out. always walking on by. So slides away, but I'll be back and I got what to say. It's not today.
Bit of Hank Williams. Country folk will survive. I'll play a bit of country. What is it? Countryman will survive. See if I know this one. Apparently, everyone in the States is into Hank Williams. Oh wait, Hank Williams 3. That was Hank Williams Jr. I haven't heard of it. Hank Williams 3. Well, I did know he had a son called Hank, but I haven't heard his music. Country boy can't survive. Play a bit of this. Fuck, that's a tricky one. Fucking nails, man. Bit of cares in there, right? There we go. Says it's the end of time. The Mississippi River's and she's going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down. You only get mugged if you go downtown. I live in the back in the woods, you see, with my woman and the kids and the dogs and me. Got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive. And a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from the dusk till dawn. We can make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't many things these old boys can't do. Roll good up tomatoes and the homemade wine, and a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. 'Cause you can't stop us out when you can't make us run. When I'm old boy raised on a shotgun, we say grace and we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. 'Cause we come from the West Virginia coal mines to the Rocky Mountains and the western skies. We can skin a bug and we can run a trot line, and a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. I had a good friend in New York City. Never called me by name, just hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land. I just taught him to be a businessman. Used to send me pictures of the Broadway night, and I'd send him some homemade wine. But he was killed by a man with a switchblade knife. Big $43 and my best friend lost his life. I'd shoot some beach nut in a dude's eye. I'd shoot him with my old 45. 'Cause a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. 'Cause you
can't stop us out and you can't make us run when the good old boys raise on a shotgun. We say grace, we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, then we don't give a damn. We're from North Carolina and South Alabama, get little towns around this land. We can skin a buck, we can run a trot line, and a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. Country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. There's a bit of Hank Jr. there. Songs about boys that live in the country. Hard lads. You can't even shit on the glam metal phase without getting yelled at. Who's this? Oh yeah, the Metal Magic by Pantera. Old Hank was dangerous on the marching powder. Third generation outlaw. The third one does hillbilly punk and metal. 3 Hank Williams by. I haven't seen the Khabib fight yet, so I just seen him crying on the mat after winning. Speaking of Sons of Anarchy song was played in Irish episode of Black 47, the big fella. I haven't seen it yet. Waylon Jennings was a devil for the marching powder. It's Country Roads. Do you know what? It's a tune I never play, but just for the crack. Considering we're on a hillbilly night in here in Stockholm City. Fucking hell. 10,495 stars this got. Okay, here we go. I think it's the first time I've ever played this. I've heard it so many times, I know it inside out. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear a voice in the morning, now she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. That's one for you now, boys. Zakk Wylde, Sinister Gates.
Paul Gilbert. Ooh, fucking hell, that'd be a hard one. If you're unfamiliar with the likes of Tim Henson, Thomas Iraq, Sergio Medina, I highly suggest checking them out. There's some new generation shredders. Thanks for the tip. I always welcome a new touch. Talking favorite guitarists, not requests. Yeah, it's been a bit of a random night. It's, first time I was trolled by bots. Were they Russian bots? I don't know. And put a bit of an edge on things. Not that I mind. But you always hear about people getting spammed. And that was the crack. Some sick shit there, I noticed, was kind of people who do this, man. They mustn't be very happy people. They must be fucked up in the head. But fair play to the mods for taking care of that. Tough crowd. Steve Lukather from Toto, he's solid, man. He was even on, what's his name? Tweezle Zappa's Confessions album as well. The Monaghan Boys. So give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. But I think we're approaching the 2 hours. I was looking for fucking House of the Rising Sun. Go on, so I'll see you and I'll raise you. So one of the first tunes I learned on the guitar when I was a kid. Never learned it though. I learned how to play it. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor, and she's on my blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on the drunk. Mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I walk foot on the platform.
and the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans, to where the boy is shame. Well, there is a house in New Orleans, and they call the rising sun, and it's been the room of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm wrong. Bit of fucking animals for you, man. Bit of animals for you. The House of the Rising Bum. I've got an old buddy called Johnny Jansen, here in Alaska. He was the first person I ever saw with a pound of hash. Then he got on the oxys, bad form. Yeah, the America wants to sort out that Sackler family, what those fuckers were up to. How'd you meet Paul Gallagher? Through a friend. Or through my sister, through a friend. Fuck big farmers, right, man? Jeez, the mods have been flat out tonight, man. The mods have been flat out tonight. But thanks very much to all you for sticking around. You're very kind. I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed the fucking back and forth to the trolls as well. Heckin' cunts. Suck a dick, a big one, lick a slit, that's all you can do. Genesis, Land of Confusion. I was never a big Genesis fan, to be honest with you. Here, Martin, can you say happy birthday to Dylan? Dylan, happy birthday, lad. Bit of Fleetwood Mac. Do you know, I can maybe do the chain. The chain, man, the chain. Do you like the chain, do you? I'll have to keep it down because of neighbours and stuff. Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise, run the shadow down below. Oh no, hold on, I fucked that one up. Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise, run in the shadow, damn your love, damn your life. Yeah. Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise, run in the shadow, damn your love, damn your life. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you say you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you say you can never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Run in the shadow, down your love, down your life. Break the silence, down the dark, down the night. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you say you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. And if you don't love me now, you'll never love me again. I can still hear you say you will never break the chain.
I've not attempted that, but it was rough, but you did the job. Money, John Johnson, throw us a few bob on PayPal there if you throw me a request, or because yeah, Google takes about fucking at least half of it, man. Let me see. I lost my mod hammer when I got locked out. You're fucking modded up now, boy. Fair play to the mods tonight, man. You kick some fucking ass. I like that. Oh, ground control to Major Tom. Maybe I could do that, man. Could maybe do that. Thanks very much for that, Paulie G. Appreciate that, mate. And Joseph Reichenbach. Thanks very much. Sounding good. Thanks very much, Imran QQQ. Bit of Major Tom. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade. And the papers want to know who shot you, Mayor. Major Tom. Major scale. This is major scale to ground control. Any crack in the rack. We'll do a bit of... It's very easy. Major Tom. Peter Schilling. Oh, it's fucking not Major Tom. It's Space Oddity. This is David Bowie to ground control. Lovely hash. Okay, we'll give this a touch. Ashton touch now. There's a few tricky chords in this. I was like, I'll learn another day. Never did. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. Ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know who shut you out.
Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. And the stars are very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me? And here am I floating in a tin can, above the moon. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
There you go, it's a bit of a tap down of Bowie there for you. Early days. Bit of Bowie, as it say. Oh, Mikey Reinhardt, thank you very much, and God bless you, Mike. Hope you're keeping well wherever you are, mate. Savage Tune Martin, I'll send you a few quid, but I'm smashed till the next dole on Tuesday. I'll sort you out a few quid next time. Hey, thanks very much, Shawnee. And to Mikey and everyone else who've contributed to the Drowning Pool by James Maloney. Hey, with the bodies at the floor. Some hard stuff. Jaden Wolford says I'm crap. You're crap. Shouldn't even be on here. Fuck off. Donald McDonough, Martin, as a huge Oasis fan, I'm intrigued as to how you know Paul Gallagher. Enjoy the podcast with him. He's a good mate of mine, man. Good mate of mine. Drop me a few bucks US via PayPal just now. PayPal charged me an extra 29%. Any better way to do this? Fucking bastards, man. I think I'm going to have to get the Streamlabs thing set up because apparently you get to keep it. But thanks very much for that. I really appreciate that. God, they're such bastards, man. They really want to take yours and my money for doing very little. Cheers, Shane. I'm not sure about PayPal friends and family option. I'm not sure what the crack is with them. Oh, gee, love the unintentional shout-outs you all give me. Good lad. Paulie G in the house. Paulie G in the house. He's from Burnage, living up in London. Or should I say down there in fucking London. Level 2. Fucking lockdown. Unintentional shout-outs to Paulie G. audio is clipping. Fucking audio, man. I haven't seen Borat 2 yet. I'll have to check that out, Donald. I heard a man sing this, and you're a lot better. Cheers, Jaden. Appreciate that. You're full of compliments. Appreciate that. God bless you, Jaden. Have you heard a man sing this, Jaden?
Jaden Wolford, do you come from Albert Square? Jaden Wolford, did you ever live play that song better than me? Well, here's a song you never heard. You've never fucking heard this, and it's all about you. Really appreciate the criticism. It's so constructive. It only pushes me on to become a better David Bowie impersonator.
That's for you, Jaden. Hope you enjoyed that, mate. Good luck now, Daniel Hertzler. Take care, mate. Phil McCracken, boy. Phil McCracken. We'll sing Danny Boy. We'll sing Danny Boy. Fuck it. Old Danny Boy. And then I'll hit the road, lads. I'll hit the road. Oh, Danny Boy. The pipes is calling. Fuck me, there's a lot of codes and that bad boy. But we'll do it anyway. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. Welcome me back when summer's in the meadow, or ye when the valley's hushed by snow. And I'll be here in sunshine or shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But if you come and all the roses dying, and I'm dead as well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And shall I feel the softly tread above me, and then my grave will be richer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me. And shall I rest in peace until you come to see? And shall I rest in peace until you come see me? Bring a tear to an old stone that would. Bring a tear to an old fucking stone that would. An old fucking stone, boy, huh? Could have been the conversion, all right. Jaden Walford. I'll give you the shout out. You have your own song there now. My grandfather was from Kilkelly. That was his favourite songs. Thanks a lot, man. No worries. Kilkelly boys. Shazzy Max. Cheers, Stuart. Surely you can give him another shout out. Jaden Walford, I hope you keep him well, mate. Here's a Rory Gallagher number for you, and then I'll hit the road. What the fuck was the name of this one? Oh yeah, A Million Miles Away. A Rory Gallagher here now for you. That's The Offspring. No, don't want that one. Hanoi Rocks. Okay, here we go now. This hotel bar is full of people. The piano man is really laying it down. Even the old bartender is high as a steeple. So tonight, why should I wear a frown? The joint is jumping all around me, and my mood is really not at style. Right now the blues surround me, but I break out after a while. But I'm a million miles away. I'm a million miles away, yeah. I'm sailing like the driftwood on a windy bay. Well, I'm a million miles away. I'm a million miles away, yeah. But I'm sailing like a driftwood on a windy bay. Why ask how I feel? But how's it look to you? I feel kinda sick. Lost my captain and my crew. Standing on a landing, there's no one there but me. That's where you'll find me, looking out to the deep blue sea. There's a song on the lips of everybody. There's a smile all around the room. There's a conversation overflowing. But I sit here with the blues.
This hotel bar has lots of people. Piano man has caught the last bus home. The old bartender just collapsed in the corner. While I'm still here, I just don't know. 'Cause I'm a million miles away. And I'm a million miles away, yeah. I'm sailing like the driftwood on a windy bay. 'Cause I'm a million miles away. I'm a million miles away, yeah. Sailing like a driftwood on a windy bay.
Bit of Rory G there for you. Bit of Rory G. The man from Ballyshannon and Cork. I'd say Khabib will be back, all right. 2 hands higher than a duck. Yeah. Was Khabib reptilian in his movements, was he? Right, that's me at 2 hours and 12 minutes. But it's been fantastic hanging out with you. I've enjoyed that. Any news on the fucking Viper? Check out Molly Tuttle. Freightliner for some insane cross-picking. White Freightliner. 1 million miles of quads under the bridge. I might leave it because my neighbours will be pissed off. Oh, Gavigan, fucking hell, Christine Gavigan, boy. Does Gavigan? Do you want to join? Do you want to jump in for a quick chat? Give me the yes. Give me the no. Jay, thank you very much, and Joseph, thank you. Is Gavigan there? Is he? Yeah, Gavigan. By the way, lads. Subscribe to the Dead Hedgehogs. It's my mate Gavigan and Cowboy Lavin. They do a lot of stuff like live streaming, watching. All right. I'll give you a buzz on the old phone, Gavigan. We'll have a quick call with Gavigan before we leave you. Yeah, Gavigan. How are you doing?
How are you doing, Darren?
Not too bad. Doing 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Are you done now, are you?
Yeah, I'll just you're on the blower. Say hello to the live chat there.
How are you live chat? Myself and Cowboy are here. We're fucking blues.
How are you getting on, man?
Oh, Stevie Kelly. I was just giving you lads the shout out there for the Dead Hedgehogs.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
We got awful fucking drunk there, myself and Steve.
Are you doing a live stream, were you?
We're watching the Khabib fight.
We're banned off YouTube for till Tuesday.
Why is that? For putting the fight on?
We put on the PSG match last Tuesday, and there was a little picture of PSG in the corner, and the YouTube guards decided to fuck us off YouTube for a couple of days.
Just for having PSG in the corner.
You could hear the match. So they said, nah, lads, you can't do that.
All right, bastards, huh?
Peter Garzi was the head man.
Was he chief bottle washer? Was he?
He said, "No boys are gonna enjoy this crack."
I hope the fucking trolls don't get you. I was trolled by some fucking dickhead on this. If I played the mods took it.
Oh yeah, what was the troll saying to you?
Some fucking troll saying I was sending. I knew it was bollocks when I heard I was chatting shite to some underage job on Instagram. I was like, well, you got the wrong fucking man there, hey, and that's a fact. Yeah.
Was he saying, "Hurry on, lads, are no better than fucking lads from their own
Tubber quack.
Caracanda's gonna kill you."
Bad cunts don't stop.
Again, how's you've been live streaming for like 2 hours or what? How's that been?
It's been alright. I mean, it was great crack until the fucking assholes came in and started spamming the chat with absolute filth.
Bad cunts.
I got some fucking
Palazzo or something, are they?
I can tell you lads have been fucking lushing.
Oh, me and Steve TV have been proper hard. We've had we've had a full bottle of Captain Morgan's and a shitload of cans. It's been good. So we're talking about days in Montpellier Hill and the lot.
Shawnee Thornton asks, are you looking forward to seeing Mayo kicking the shite out of Tyrone tomorrow?
Can't fucking wait.
How come the match is so tight between? Like, there's only a week.
We'll probably go live.
So they haven't played in months, so they might as well fucking get them all out together to fuck.
Yeah, you know what?
4 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you know what? They're probably they're well able for it. Should they getting paid enough?
They sure are. They could be paid.
But sure, they should be paid fucking more.
Yeah, they should be.
Could they be paid handier dollar?
Yeah, they could, man. For the sacrifice the GA players are putting in, it's ridiculous.
Or they get fucking easy numbers anyway.
Bank jobs, teaching jobs.
Class bank jobs.
Well,
Donald Coughlin said, bring the books back to the Cork Opera House. That was good crack, Donald.
Do you know what I'm going to say now, Martin?
What?
There's plenty of money around.
Oh. Especially up in Dublin.
No. There's plenty of money around. There's plenty of... give me that fucking phone there a second. There's, like... Money is made available when it's needed, when it's really needed. So how come it's not available
all the time? Well, you see, the banks are printing it off, and they're just offsetting this shite with just printing more money from the European Central Bank. So
why can't they just print it for the crack?
Because they say it's inflation, but it's part and con. They had it fucking stashed under the mattress, Stevie.
Like us three are hardly privy to rainy day funds.
No.
I don't mean that as in like listen, the lads are going down the town there, print them out a couple of €100 or a couple of thousand if we were going to Dublin for the crack.
Oh, sure, the money you'd make at Croke Park. Apparently, Leo Vradka's fucking. He's take care, Imran. Thanks very much, mate. Maybe next Friday or Saturday, I'll see what the crack is. One of the days over the weekend. Fractional reserve job, says Paul G. Hey, fractional the biggest con that was ever foisted upon mankind was fractional reserve lending. Paulie G knows well the crack. It's an absolute fucking con job. You were saying though, lad. Sorry about that. I felt it necessary to mention.
You're right, yeah. Well, it wouldn't be you if you didn't deviate into a complete distraction of conversation.
It wouldn't be like me at all, Stevie.
No.
Fatal deviation job.
Yeah. So go. Explain to me what I said. Explain to me what I've said.
What you said about lads lending hard coin.
Yeah. So how come it's available when it really needs to be available, but and it's not available when it's just needed?
Is this a rhetorical question? Are you gonna? Is it a loaded question? Will you be furnishing?
No, it's not, no. I want to know how come suddenly we have loads of money to combat what's happened with COVID-19, but we couldn't have had.
I've heard you're hardly asking the fucking financial controller of the country.
I know I'm not. I'm asking him what does he think of the question.
Well, I tell you, it's going to be interesting when it comes to paying all this shit back.
But do we have to pay it back?
Well, I don't think we should. I'm not getting anything anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But I tell you, it's absolutely fucking screwed. My James Maloney says, "Fucking New World Order job, load of shite." While they're at it, they can order me a large meat feast.
I heard Khabib retired from the MMA to be the head of the New World Order.
Huh?
Khabib retired from the MMA to be the head of the New World Order.
He's just going to walk in with a Kalashnikov and a furry hat, just start shooting lads in suits.
He said, "It's all mine now."
He's going to start wrestling lads.
For the crack.
I'm going to wrestle you to the floor, Angela Merkel.
Shawnee Thornton says, them cunts in government trying to put rural pubs out of business. Absolutely. They've been doing that for years, Sean. Absolutely. Like putting license fees up. Because
that's all fucking news.
Same with the farmers. All they want is big fucking massive farms
Yeah.
with like sheep with 3 heads and 2 dicks.
Yeah. Fucking bastards is all they are. There's a bit, Joseph.
Worst.
You know what?
Yeah.
They need to be bent over and bummed by absolute reckless leather dudes.
Yeah, and Yeti outfits.
Rotted by Kalala lads.
Zuckerberg's only a lizard, says Dylan Core. And he wouldn't be wrong. He's like fucking Data from Star Trek. I always say it. He was fucking cloned by lads down in PC World.
Which PC world? The one in Galway or the one in Limerick?
The one in Galway. Jackson Avon said, come down to Texas, there's not much government shite down here. That's the fucking boy. The Lone Star State. Celtic Warrior says, Zuckerwank is a puppet.
Tell me this much, is it true that Texas was the last state to join the American Union?
Jackson will tell us that now in about 10 seconds.
Was it Texas or Alaska?
Texas was a part of...
That's why they call it the Lone Star State. Am
Yeah.
I right?
Can we get a confirmation on that, Jackson Avon?
Or am I talking through my bollocks?
Texas was its own country for a while.
Be the first one.
Huh? Wouldn't be the first time.
Hey, Stevie, you're a man who's a cowboy. You should know this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas was its own country.
Why, Martin? Why did you give me the name cowboy?
I think it was because I think I love the idea of the fact that you're a lad who was in America who it just suited you, man. The idea of being like an Irish lad who was.
Yeah, a bit of a cowboy.
Well, you know, it was the crack where you'd have like Midwest radio on all the time playing, you know, never know how much I love you. You know how much I love you. No, you don't, but I do.
Listen, man, you're going deep into my heart there. That was my fucking, literally from me from about 8 years of age.
In the Hagen, man. Yeah.
Stop the world.
Don't let me off. Play the game of love and learn to lash.
Round this time.
Stevie,
I played the game of love and lust.
the beard's looking well, Stevie. I'm glad you got the beard and the long hair back.
Thanks a million. Why, can you see the beard at the minute?
No, I'm just imagining it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
It's dreamy.
You're looking well, lads.
I've it all trimmed up. I've it all trimmed up for tonight, just for you.
Come on, man. Or as Pete would say when he put the comments on the very first Hardy Books video, it looking, lads. and he was in it.
He's some lad.
Yeah,
Fair play to Pete. He knows the crack.
he does indeed. How's he getting on?
Did the lad from Texas get back to us?
Yeah, he did. He said Texas was its own country for a while.
Okay, but was it the last state to get in?
All right, here we go. He's back again. He says, as Shawnee Thornton said, Hollywood's coming to Castletown, baby. Technically,
And
Texas.
that's the big time, baby.
Technically, Texas wasn't the last state, but also technically we're not a state still.
Okay, so what was the last state? Was it Alaska? Or Hawaii?
Hawaii is the last state, but we're a republic.
Okay, fair enough.
The Republic of Texas.
The Republic.
Sure, is Puerto Rico a state?
No, it is not. No.
No, it's territory, isn't it? But they're on about turning it into a state.
They don't have any state
We've
rights.
had this discussion before. Listen, lads, I'm going to go and have a good wank for myself. I'll let you bout ahead.
You go to Bobo's.
Yeah,
Right.
alright, lads.
Jude Dinham Price says, when season 5 out, we'll have to fucking get something. We'll have to get something.
We fucking will. When are you coming back to Ireland?
I don't know, man. I'd only get into bother if I'm back in Ireland with all this shit happening.
Come back to Ireland. We'll create an alternative season 5.
I like where this is going. Are you guys coming to Stockholm anytime soon?
Why do?
Might do. Yeah.
Has to be
Sure.
done.
Yeah. I'm only itching to get going someplace.
Well, why don't you come over? You can fly in and out. No one's stopping you.
Ain't that the truth?
Or we could fly out and fly in.
Could do.
Right. outside.
Or we could both just go. We could both just go to fucking
It was
Belgium.
Absolutely gorgeous to hear your voice. I miss it so much. I miss going for an old 5k or 10k around the golf course with you. Hopefully we'll do that soon, or else I'll go out to Sweden to you.
Oh, you have to.
For tonight, I gotta go in. I gotta go into the house.
Oh, Stevie,
Take care,
you'd be
buddy.
proud of me yesterday. I did a 10k, but it was I never ran the route before, and
Right.
I had a fucking backpack I was wearing. It must have been about 15 kilo, but I did 10k, 10.2, but I was gunning for the 17k, but I was running out of time. I just picked the kids up from school, so I'd be back for 3.
10k with something on your back is fucking hard as bash time.
Oh, I was wrecked yesterday.
Fair dues, man.
Hey, I'll keep it fucking going, man. Shawnee Thorne says, fair play to Cowboy and Torstein running the Coast of Mayo recently.
I know.
They were good. In fairness, they fucking flew it. Not a bother to them.
Yeah, and Chris is behind us all the way.
Ain't that?
And Elliot Dickinson said, you're a top laddie. Keep up with the slush and the sweeties.
Top boys.
Top boys.
Okay.
TDs. Trevor Brennan.
March, we'll belly you tomorrow while the Mayo match is on for the crack.
All right, gorgeous lads. Sounds good to me.
All right, gee.
Smoosh Maloney, Banshee Bones or Meanies. What do the boys reckon as well before you go?
What's that?
Banshee Bones or Meanies. That's a fucking hard one, that is.
Meanies.
No, Banshee Bones.
Meanies. Gotta go with the meanies, man.
Yeah, it's Meanies just by a fucking schleichy.
No. Banshee Bones. Listen to me. They're both the same. They're both just different ends of the same cup.
No, they're different. And one of them you could throw into the crowd, and they're much happier with the meanies.
They're the same end of they're different ends of the same cup.
No,
Different ends of the same sock.
Yeah.
We'll belly you tomorrow, brother.
Right, so fellas. Good night and God bless.
Good luck.
Talk to you. Right, and that, you heard it there from the hard lads. I was gonna fucking say Danny Dyer, but look, if you're there now and you haven't given the thumbs up, hit the old thumbs up. The thumbs up now. We're at 69, great number, but let's get it past 69. Can we get a lift on 72? I like it. The algorithms. Toshin's alright. Haven't heard from him since. Listen, you're to all the people who donated, all of the mods, and the people with the interesting question, to the Egypts who were trolling. Thanks for making this a wild night and not a fucking drop of drink taken. Oh, gotta lose the fucking weight, man. Gotta lose the weight. I'm gonna start exercising again, hitting getting the long runs in, and go back to doing jiu-jitsu and getting fucking hard, cold showers and the rest of it. But look after yourselves wherever you are. I hope you have a nice day or night, nice bit of kip. It's been real, boys. Catch you on the next one. I'll try and do another one during the week as well. And next time I'll give you a bit of notice so you know it's coming up. But nice to have you here, James Maloney, cousin James. And I'll talk to you later, fellas. Top laddie and shite is right, Jude. You know well the crack. Good luck now. Take it handy. Good night, God bless.